All right, y'all, been a long day today. So I want to make a couple of videos about these tariffs, okay, while all this other stuff is going on that we talk about, Diddy and the other case out there in Texas and things like that, okay? Um, these doggone tariffs. Now, China or the U.S. has raised the tariffs in China to 245%, okay? That this battle is getting serious for a battle that apparently the China is going to win. All right, and I made a video about some of the goods were going to be suspended on the tariffs for about 90 days. Many of them are electronics, and it's one of the things that they're telling you to brace yourself. Okay, because things are eventually going to go up. I believe probably when this is all over, and it will be a thing that is going to play itself out, that things are going to be more, particularly dealing with, Chinese products and things like that. So, there's a bigger agenda. I believe now that they have your boy number 47 in office to destabilize the economy so they can put a new way of doing things in, new systems, and maybe when we're dealing with these tariffs here, bring some American companies here that sell products and things like that, okay? And if that doesn't work, then they're probably going to tariff companies, levy taxes, more extra ones on Walmart and Amazon. That's what I'm thinking, because many of those countries are not going to come here to the U.S. They may get maybe a few things will change, but I don't really see a whole lot going to change with these with these tariffs. I think one of their biggest mistake was, because this has been going on since actually the 60s, where many of our products were made in America that that we consume now. Okay? Maybe a few products come from like China, okay, but pretty much all the products, American cars, goods, all that stuff. But America started giving the blueprint to like Korea and China, like actually starting in the 70s, okay? But in the 60s, you look, a lot of our industry became, I'm trying to think of the word to say it, okay, taken out of our communities and things like that, okay? Deindustrialization, okay, to put many young people in the college system, okay, instead of working those good jobs and things like that for a motor company, the steel mills and things like that, okay? And in the 70s, part of the 70s, they were doing good, but they gave China, like I say, free trade around 1976. I remember seeing that in, history class, where they started giving them the power, okay, to make cars and things like that. And people laughed at those cars, the Honda Civic and, back then, Toyota, all right? But they built those cars so durable that now many people are buying the foreign products, and the American products or whatever are pretty much left on the shelf, although people do still buy a lot of American cars. But even many of the parts are manufactured in, overseas, or like in, Canada and those places. Okay, so they gave a lot of that away, to our goods and things like that. Our jobs, those are jobs right there. Again, the automobiles and then goods. So now they got it to where, people don't even realize that now that they buy many of your products on Amazon and Walmart, Best Buy, from China now, okay? And now they want, after what, almost 50 years, now it's kind of like one of the things where, the Trump administration wants to stop that. So we're going to see what's going to happen. I'm pretty sure that, that you've heard from other people. You'll hear from me again about watching your frivolous spending, to get the things that you need, take care of the things that you have, because, I think that things are going to get better, but when? You know what I'm saying? Because things are going to start getting worse. So, yeah. But this is all some type of plan, all right, to do things like getting into digital currency or bring some companies back to the U.S., things like that. Well, let me know what you think about the video here. I'm going to make another video about the counterfeit king, China. All right, stay tuned for that, all right, because they've been ripping us off for many years. So I will talk to you later. Cash App $Winston Spivey if you want to donate.